There was a time they laughed. Laughed at your dreams. Laughed at your discipline. Laughed at your little plans, your late nights, your silence. Who do you think you are? They didn't say it, but they showed it. The smirks, the doubt, the gossip behind your back when you left the room. You said you were gonna build something. They rolled their eyes, said, "Sure you will." But you kept building, quietly, relentlessly, without applause, without help, without anyone checking in to see if you were okay. Because they weren't watching to see if you'd make it. They were watching to see if you'd fail. They needed you to fail, because your belief in yourself made them uncomfortable with their own laziness. Your consistency was a mirror to their excuses. So they laughed and laughed and laughed. But here's what they didn't know. You were building a table, one brick at a time, through hunger, through setbacks, through moments when it would have been easier to quit. And now, that table is set. And guess what? You're eating in peace, eating in power, eating from the harvest you planted while they joked. And the best part, they're watching. Watching from behind fake smiles. Watching through the lens of their own regret. Watching as every joke they cracked turns into a reminder. You were serious. You were real. You were never playing with them to begin with. You invited them to eat with you back then. They said no. They mocked the recipe. They made fun of the ingredients. And now they want a seat. But this table, it's reserved. Reserved for the ones who believed before it made sense. Reserved for the ones who showed love when you had nothing to give back. Reserved for you, because you built it when nobody showed up. You don't need revenge. This is the revenge. You don't need validation. This is the validation. They thought it was a phase. They thought you'd fold. They thought you were bluffing. But you weren't bluffing. You were becoming. So now you eat in silence. No bragging, no gloating, just excellence, just elevation, just everything they said you'd never have. In your hands, on your terms. And all they can do is watch. They'll try to spin the story, say they always believed, say they were rooting for you in secret. But you remember the silence. You remember the laughter. You remember exactly who they were when you needed them most. So no, they don't get a seat. They get a view, a front row seat to what happens when doubt meets discipline. Because this isn't just a table. This is your legacy. And it was built with every bruise, every loss, every lonely night they'll never know about. Most people will hear this and keep begging for approval. Don't be most people. Build the table. Set the table. Own the table. Let them watch you eat. Because if you don't, you'll never hear me again.